Hi, hello to everyone. How are you guys doing? Great to see you guys again here. Okay, all right. Let me see who is here today. Also, many of you here tuning in. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for such uh I would say for because we actually make the announcement quite last minute, and yet you turn up today. Appreciate that. Okay, let's say hello to the world here. Okay, all right. Yeah, I saw some of you type in your where you're from. Okay, why not every one of you here share with me where you're from, which country you're from. Okay, so we have a great crowd today. That's great. All right, France, Malaysia. All right. I would like to read uh, each of your name here, but the chat actually moving too fast. As you can see from the chat box, yeah, it's impossible for me. Probably I'm already not so fast in catching up. Okay, but yet I see all of you here from different part of the world, like Slovakia, Spain, Brunei, Malaysia, Singapore, Perth, New York. Okay, wow. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Argentina, Slovenia, Canada, Austin, Texas. Okay, Romania, Colombia. All right, great. So all of you, okay, Mexico. That's great. That's great. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, thank you for tuning in today. And today we're going to spend probably 1 or 2 hours, yeah, learning something that I think is very important, especially in the world we are living in right now, right? And as if you actually follow with the news, yeah, the interest rate increase again, and then you know that it's getting things are not actually going to the right direction right now, and I think most of us here would like to know what to do next, right? So I would think that in a crisis time is not about planning for long term, isn't it? Right? So because we need to respond. Yeah, what is at least we need to actually get to the right spot to progress. A lot of people thinking about how do I plan my next 10 to 20 years. Maybe not now. Yeah, now we want some emergency response, right? Especially from the financial aspect. Yeah, this is what I'm going to talk about today, and I hope that this information I'm going to share with you in this webinar, we're able to help you to gain more clarity on what to do next, especially on the financial aspect. Okay. All right, great. And I before I start here, I saw a lot of you here actually. When you post your chat in the chat box, you actually send to the host and panelists. So most of us here cannot see your comment. Right? If later on you're gonna ask me some question, I cannot see your comment here. So you for those of you that you take a look at your chat box, right above where you type in your comment, there's a drop down box. Can you set it to everyone instead of host and panelists so I can see your messages? Okay. Yeah. So later on, I'll have a Q&A session, so it's easier for me to see your all your questions here. All right. Great. Okay. So how are we going to actually approach today? First of all, I would like to know how many of you here are new. Probably this is the first time or you're beginner in Chinese metaphysics. Type the word me. All right, great. I see Anna Zula. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so you have a beginner, you're new, type the word me, let me see who you are. All right, so I want to address both group of people here. Some of you here are seasoned practitioner, or you have some knowledge about metaphysics, and some of you didn't, right? So, okay, so if you're new here, then let me tell you that you were able to benefit from this session here. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, because today is not about talking about the technical aspect of the thing, but about what to do moving forward. I think that's more important. So when you know nothing about Bazi, Feng Shui, Qigong, or whatever, don't worry. Okay, today is about application. And before I start this, let me just do a brief introduction about myself. Since some of you here are new to this, my name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant speaker and instructor from Joey Up Consulting Group. So normally what I do, I started this path, I would say 8 years ago, and I use this Chinese metaphysics system and tools to help people to find back their path. How many of you here, you're feeling lost, right? You used to know where you're heading to, you're very clear on the direction, but somehow along the way you lost your path and you want to find it back. How many of you here belong to this category right now? Okay, all right. Yes, yeah. And then all of us here will go through those in certain phases of our life, right? But this is the tools I use to get myself back to the right track. Okay, yeah. So I see some of you, and I also help people to take back their ownership of their life, right? They're responsible for their life again, right? I know that a lot of people that feel that, you know, that the external forces is so strong that they feel that where they are in right now is because of someone, right? Or maybe it's because of their boss or certain company they join. So using this tool also help them to take back the ownership so they have power to change their life. How many of you here want more of this? Take back the ownership. All right, reclaim back your responsibility. All right, that's great. I also use this system here to help people to live their life that they truly deserve. Right? I think all of us here deserve to be truly happy and I would say happiness. Right? So if you want to achieve one of those things I mentioned just now, then Chinese metaphysics is the tool for you. It's the right system for you. Why I can tell you this? Because I used to be in a position that I lost my path. Right? I hate what I'm doing. A lot of people think, hey, Iverson, you seems like you love your job, but internally I'm not. How many of you have this feeling? Yeah, your friend seems that you're enjoying your work, but internally you actually dragging yourself go to work every day, you know, like especially Monday morning. How do you know you love a job or not, right? If you actually feeling happy when Friday arrive and you feel totally depressed during Sunday evening because the next morning you to go back to report to work, right? So that time is how I feel. Right? My favorite day would be Friday night, and my worst day would be on Sunday evening. Okay, yeah, so that's what I go through. I lost my path, right? So I also actually I have a lot of promise I make to myself what I want to be when I reach certain age, but I cannot fulfill my promises. I keep falling back on all the promises, not only the promises I make to myself, also to my family members as well. So I feel that, you know, yeah, everything seems not working, yeah, or everything falls over all the place. So therefore, I get the opportunity that time is a blessing, yeah, or act of grace that I have the opportunities to actually came across Chinese metaphysics subjects. Yeah, this is what that turned my life around 7 to 8 years ago, right? So, and that time, the first question I asked myself is it really possible? Because when you're in that situation, yeah, everything seems impossible for me. And it is easy for me to talk about it right now compared to then, because at the time I'm down deep in the rut, but I cannot get myself out of it. So what I do that time, I actually encounter certain system which I'm going to share with you. So if you ask me, hey, I would say, what are the system or the tools that I'm using? Okay, first thing, let me tell you what I'm not using first. Okay, I'm not using motivation. Okay, I know a lot of people always, when I came across a lot of people say, I was saying, can you motivate me or not? Can you motivate me to start my own business or do my job, right? So I think if you need motivation, probably is not the right job in the first place, agree? Right? If you need motivation, maybe you don't really want to start a business, right? You just feel that you need to start one because everyone doing so. You're just playing catching up. It's not what you want in the first place, right? So I never believe in motivation because motivation never lasts. How many of you here agree with me on this? All right. So sometimes you feel so pumped up and sometimes you are not, right? So like, especially when you attended certain motivational seminars, you feel so pumped up after you attended the seminar, but after 2 weeks, right, we revert back to our old self. So if we rely on motivation, and get motivation, our motivation is not something reliable, right? So basically, we rely on something that is not reliable. So what will happen in our life? Sometimes we are good, sometimes we are not. So the thing that turned my life around is not I rely on motivation, because I know some people every day they keep browsing on Instagram, right? And they feel so pumped up. But do you realize that the code that get you so psyched or so pumped up it will work only the first time. When you see the quotes multiple times, it sort of like lost the potency, the effect of it. How many of you actually experienced this before? When the first time you see the quote, wow, it's so powerful. This is what I need. Yeah, this is what I'm missing, and that's why I actually land to those situations I'm in right now. So once I know this, suddenly I'm enlightened. Okay, you see things clearly. Yes, that time, yes. But after a few days, moving forward, you see that the same code, it's just a word to you. It doesn't do anything to you anymore. You sort of like get used to it, and then you need a more powerful code, yeah, to move forward. So that is, I realize that that's what a lot of people actually going through. And then I tell myself, hey, yeah, I cannot rely on motivation. I need to rely on something that consistently producing result for me. Make sense? So therefore, these are the system that I use for myself and also for my clients as well. So let me show you the system that I'm using here. So I'm using this four. Okay, if you are very new here, you don't know what it is. Okay, basically this is just a subject. Right, like yeah, in your secondary school, you might learn history, maths, right, economics, so many things, right? So these different subjects. So these four subjects here is 八字, 奇门, 风水, and 易经. So why I learn all these four subjects at the same time? Because it have different functions. Okay, it's a different functions of it, and therefore these are the part that I actually use a lot to transform my life, right? So and a lot of people thinking about transformation, they think it's a one event, right? So and it's not, right? It's all the little thing, the right thing you do every single day to learn to actually lead to certain results. Like last time, like I told you earlier on, I hate what I'm doing. That time I was a programmer, right? I'm writing codes. So therefore, that time I hate it. I don't know why. I'm not saying that a programmer is not cool. It's just me, right? It's just me. I don't like it. I hate it. So I resent it, right? So, and, but I cannot move forward because I'm struggling financially, right? I still need to do my job. I think this is one of the problems that a lot of people facing, because they do the job, not because they want to do it. It's because they need to survive, right? So therefore, if you in those situations, let me tell you, I can feel you. Yeah, because I was there before. So therefore, I actually take minor step to start the journey and lead to where I am right now, right? So, and of course, I still have a next milestone for me to meet, but I discover one thing, hey, this thing really works. Okay, so that's why I dedicated today's session to share with you some part of it. How about that? Okay, I like to share a lot of information. Yeah, especially for someone who eager to, or they are committed to become better. So therefore, before I start, I need to know whether I'm talking to the right crowd or not. Yeah, the right crowd means that they might not like where they are right now, but they're actually committed to become the best version of themselves in the future, right? They know that they have the ability, if with the right tools, that can change the destiny, and they'll stop at nothing until they reach their goal. They are hungry, right? They hunt their goal like a predator. They won't take no as an answer, and that they work harder more than anyone else you ever meet. Are you those people? This group of people I mentioned about now. Okay, if you are type the word yes, then I'm sure that today's session is tailor fit for you. Okay, you'll find it beneficial because you're not only going to listen what I'm saying here, you're going to take action. Okay, so now, just now I showed you, wow, great, so many yeses here. Great. So, and how do I actually, let me just give you a summary first. Yeah, remember just now, there are four systems here, 八字, 奇门, 风水, and 易经. So in a nutshell, all these belong under Chinese metaphysics umbrella, or under these are the four systems I told you just now, 八字, 风水, 奇门, and 易经. So I would say one of their, powerful weapon or secret weapon of this is they have this ability to do prediction. Okay, guys, do you like to do prediction? How about you want to know the probable of how your future will end up like? Right? So therefore, yeah, why we use these two? I think the first question we need to ask why, right? Why they're so special in the first place? Not just because they are the ancient teaching has to be powerful, right? So therefore, I discovered that all these two have this uncanny ability to actually predict future. Okay, all right. So now, and why I keep using this, because this system here gives us the ability to look at our probable future. Once we take a pic or the snapshot of about what our future could be, the whole purpose here is so we can return back to the present moment and live our life differently. Make sense? There's no point to predict how your future might look like, and then you return back to the present moment and you're still doing the same thing you're doing. Agree or not? Yeah, there must be a purpose, right? When you want to say, oh, my future looks like, and the future haven't happened yet, it's sort of like you can do the time travel back to the present moment. So you know, oh, if this is a future that I don't like, then I must live differently. What do I mean live differently? Means you need to think differently, and therefore you make different decisions, and therefore you alter your future. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of learning it, right? But I know that some people, they learn this as want to hear about the prediction, but they still want to be the same person. And you think about this, right? Every time we refuse to do something, we will able to give or justify our action with one word or one sentence. Yeah, that is not who I am. Right? Yeah, that is the easy way out, right? Every time we feel uncomfortable, we say, oh, that's not me. Yeah, I won't do that. How many of you actually been in those situations before? Yeah, like me last time, I was a programmer and I decided actually to become a public speaker. And there'll be a moment of doubt where I feel uncomfortable stand on stage and I want to give up. Then I tell everyone that's just not me. I'm introvert. So this is a very, I would say it's a perfect excuse, right? It's a very convenient every time we refuse to do something because we feel uncomfortable, and then we justify with an excuse that is not me. How many of you here been guilty of this? Yeah, this is the unconscious mind thinking, you know, oh, that's not me, that's not my nature. Yeah, okay, probably that is the part that's stopping you right now. All right, and a lot of people, when we describe about who am I, you're actually not describing who you are really. You are just describing your past experience. Agree or not? That's not really who you are. You think about this, right? Are you a very different person right now compared to 10 years ago? Right? So our self here is keep changing, right? There is an evolution of our own self here. So therefore, when we say that's not who I am, you are just describing your past. And it's not the future you. Agree? So therefore, Chinese metaphysics help us to see the future you so we can do something about it. Yeah, that is a part. And one more thing very important here. I want all of you here to know that you don't need a great past to have a great future. Yeah, you might need to write this down. Okay, so you don't need a great past to have a great future. Make sense? So if someone tell you that your chart is not so good, let's say, right? So you think that is your future? No, right? You can do something about it. So that is what drove me, to do all this thing here, even during the weekend, because I would like to actually share with people all this knowledge, of course, to the right people, right? Just like all of you here. And my goal here, I recently discovered that one of my goal here is to improve my skill to make negative predictions become inaccurate. Okay, how about that? Right, in my line of work, I do a lot of prediction. Yeah, some prediction is positive, some prediction is negative, right? So I think I tell myself, hey, I need to develop a skill that I want to make all my negative prediction become inaccurate. Yeah, don't you think it's good? So therefore, yeah, I don't have the ego. My prediction has to be accurate. Yeah, I don't need that, right? So what's the point that telling everyone that my prediction is accurate, but that someone that actually have some misfortune that you predicted? So I would say there is nothing good come out of it by rejoicing on other people's misfortune. Agree? Just to prove that you're right. So I don't buy into that part, right? So I say if I make a negative prediction to someone, I'll say, hey, I must find a way to help this, to make this prediction inaccurate. So therefore, all this code here is contains inside your Bazi chart. Okay. So, and let me show you, you need to, in order to benefit from today's session here, you need to actually plot, you need to get this chart ready. Okay. So I included the link here and the QR code. You can scan it. You can actually plot the chart from your smartphone as well. That's why we shows the QR code here as well. So all you need to do is just once you go to this link, you just need to key in your date of birth, time of birth, and your gender, 3 pieces of information, and there you go. You get your astrology chart, the Bazi chart. Okay, and the team also actually, I saw Shinmo also send the link in the chat box as well. You just need to, and Carrie also send it there. Just click on the link, and then you can actually plot the Bazi chart out. Okay, and again, don't worry. This chart here is not your destiny. A lot of people think your destiny already written there. This is not your biography, all right? Your Bazi chart. Your Bazi chart only tell you possibility and your potential. And how much you're able to work with those potential is up to you, right? I can become a coach to coach you to a certain limit, and the rest is up to you, right? What you do every single day, right? So are you committed? Are you hungry? So that part, I'm going to leave it to you. Okay, so now, once you got your Bazi chart ready, we can start. So remember just now we talked about prediction, right? So in metaphysics study, especially in Chinese metaphysics, there are different types of prediction. Some type of prediction is like annual prediction, like yearly prediction. Some of them is like a decade prediction. So they are so-called small and big predictions. So when I say big means that it actually affect a lot of people, right? So now, if you want to actually learn how to do a prediction, do you want to do something, a small prediction about maybe one part of your life, or you want to do a bigger prediction, it might affect your community, the economy, and the trend? Which one, if you only can learn one, you want a small prediction or a big prediction? Type in the chat box. Okay, all right. So I saw big. Great. Why is big? Because if you want to achieve big goals in your life, you need to start with thinking big, and you look at overall, because all of our success is come from other people. Do you agree or not? Right? You're here where you are today because someone gave you opportunities, right? It could be your boss, right? Or if you're a business owner, you might think, oh no, it's my own business. But tell me, who actually keep your business alive? Your customer, your client, also other people. Agree? Right? So therefore, I say that the right way, I'll say the sensible way to look at prediction aspect, we would like to look at the bigger picture first. Okay, make sense? Make sense to all of you here? All right. So, and when we look at the big cycle prediction, we use a terminology we call period. Okay, period. So it's period 1, period 2. So this basically, whenever some of you might heard about the word period 9 before. So basically, they're talking about a big prediction cycle. And each cycle will actually around 20 years or up to 27 years. Okay, so some of you are seasoned practitioner, you know what is period is. If you are new here, when we mention period, it just means a big cycle that affecting not only you, affect everyone. Just like if you invest in stock market, right? There's a small cycle and then there's a big cycle. Agree? So maybe in the small cycle, if you zoom into the small cycle, it seems like the stock is going down. But when you zoom out again, look at 5 years, actually they are moving up, right? So now we're looking at the 5 years or 10 years or even 20-year cycle. You have to see, because you might lost some battle, but in the end you win the war. That's our goal here. So when we're talking about this big cycle prediction, we use the terminology period. So they are starting from period 1 until period 9, and then after period 9, it will actually reset back again to period 1. Okay, and just for you to know, we are just a step foot in period 9. Okay, so we are in period 9 right now. So, and let me show you the screen. these are the, okay, so the screen here actually say that it's a period 9. And period 9 here, as shown on the screen here, is 2024 starting until 2043. So it's like a 20-year cycle. Okay, we call period 9. And then what after period 9? You go back to period 1 again. That one will be starting on 2044. Okay, but right now, this is important. So don't you think we owe ourselves, I would say, an obligation to learn this, right? Because you want to know the cycle, what are the things that affect us at large, so we can plan better. Agree? Right? So now you know what is whenever someone say period 9 is, just talking about, a phase of our life right now. Yeah, so, and on top here, this is, if you learn Chinese metaphysics, this is the image. Yeah, it's an image of period 9. So if you know Yi Jing, you're able to tell or predict what is the world of period 9 looks like. Okay, and now it says here is 2024. Okay, 2024, but that one is the official launch date. Okay, official launch, and there's a pre-launch date or pre-launch year is in 2017. Okay, so 2017 is a pre-launch, and the official launch will be on 2024. So which means that we are sort of like already in period 9. Okay, and we take a full maximum force when it go to once 2024 arrive. Okay, are you guys clear so far? Okay, and our job here is to learn, what is in store for us, because every period they come with sets of opportunities and also a set of challenges as well. So we want to know this. But first of all, let me start with one piece of good news first. You want to hear good news or maybe a great news? Type the word yes if you want to hear about great news about period 9. Okay, all right. If you're talking about period 9 is you have one rating here is it's sort of like leveling up the playing field. Maybe in old days, in order to create a business or to compete even, you need a lot of money. You need to have the right connection with certain big players in before period 9. But when period 9 arrived, it's sort of like leveling up the playing field. So everyone are given more opportunities and leverage to achieve what they want. Don't you think this is already happening? Right? The big companies are in trouble. Yeah, most of them. And then now a lot of startups or indie brands, they are coming up, right? So, and then nowadays due to social media, in the old days, if you want to become popular, it's not so easy one, right? You need to meet the right people or the entertainment mogul in the entertainment industry. You cannot offend them, and you need to learn how to pull the string. So many things needs to happen. You need to know the right people. But nowadays, right, if you are with the right strategy, don't you think you can make a lot of money in social media? You can become a social media celebrity or IG celebrity, guys. Yeah, the world is changing, right? In the old days, you need to rely a lot on the big guys. But nowadays, yeah, you can build a lot of things on yourself. How many of you see this trend already changing to this area? And then in the old days, the big company, they are monopolized certain products. But nowadays, they have a lot of indie brand, independent brand, that they could to compete with all these big companies. Right, you already see that happening, right? So therefore, I would say that if you want to make great change in your life, I would say period 9 is the best period, because it favors the underdog. Okay, are you the underdog or not? Right, in old days, all the big guys wins, right? So, but period 9 favors the underdog. So those people that less resources, and then there's a time you're talking about, the economy is bad, right? So don't you think it's the best time to buy something and the best time to hire people? Right, so you get a lot of free stuff here, So I would say, let me go through this slowly here. So at least now you know that period 9 is a period of a lot of opportunities. I actually give you. Okay, let me give you one image here as a metaphor. How the huge energy shift in period 9 coming. Okay, so do you see this? Yeah, so and this is what is happening. So just to give you some key points here first, in period nine, I would say that is a time that a lot of volatility, and if you are the one that take action fast, right, you're able to benefit a lot. So the speed is the key in period nine. So how do I actually structure today's sharing here? I think first of all, I would like to let you discover, are you period 9 compliant or not? Do you want to know whether you're period 9 compliant? Okay, so yeah, you need to know, right? Are you period 9 compliant? Do you fit to it? Or you need time to adjust? Okay, so or are you easily acclimated to the opportunities in period 9 or the environment? So, and now you need to take out your barter chart. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do it. So you can know how to do this for your own chart and also for family members as well. So now, before I show you how to do that, let me explain to you what it means first. So if you're later on, if you discover that you are period 9 compliant, which means that you're able to recognize opportunities easily compared those who are not. Okay, and not only you're able to recognize opportunities easily, you also go to take action to do something about it. Okay, all right, so it's very important, right? So therefore, and then they get more opportunities. They're like opportunities magnet. They can attract more opportunities. I talk about period 9 not only this year. I actually started this since 2019, early 2019. I talk about a lot of stuff. Yeah, what to do, what to invest, right? So I actually teach a class dedicated to period 9. And that time, I would say that there's some guru in the industry that told me, Iverson, yeah, what are you teaching? Yeah, no one interested in period 9. Yeah, I still remember that tell me, why you want to teach a class? No one going to attend your class. And then, and because that time they are right. Because if you do a cursory search in Google, if you type in period 9, there are no information about period 9. Okay, because people don't bother to talk about it. So, but that time I feel a need to do it because I always believe that opportunities, whenever you see one, you better take action fast, right? Because if you wait until everyone recognize that is opportunities is no longer an opportunities, it become general knowledge. You guys agree? Okay, you want to do something before people talk about it, right? Because everyone talk about it is no longer opportunities, it's general knowledge, right? Everyone knew about it. So that time, 2019, when I talk about it, I talking about several transformation in period 9. And that time, one of it I talk about is cryptocurrency, right? Because and then that time, some of the students that follow certain that of course I'm not asked them to buy specific coins. I ask them, this is the trend coming up in the next 1 or 2 years. You better do your own research on that. Okay, so of course, whatever I preach, I actually doing it myself. So that time I invest a lot in the coins. And yes, some of the student actually follow. Yeah, they do that, and some of them don't. Why? Probably the chart can tell you, right? Because some people, they can not only that see opportunities, that take action, and then some of them don't. So that's, if you're later you check your chart, if you're period 9 compliant, there's a very high chance you see opportunity going to benefit from it. If you're not, maybe you say, oh no, this risky, or I don't want to do that first, right? So that miss the boat. So that time when we all invested, that time the price is very low and then it shoot up, right? So I still remember in 2020, yeah, the price is as one of and then we actually make profit, yeah, out of that. Okay, yeah. So and then I cash out my capital and some profit, and then extra profit I just leave it there. So right now, whether the price up or down, it doesn't matter. It's a bonus if you're going up again. So that is one of the things I actually use period 9. So now let's check whether your chart your chart is period 9 compliant or not. Okay, now take out your barter chart. I'm going to take out your barter chart right now. So I'm going to show you a screen here first. All right. So how do you detect whether your chart are period 9 compliant? Okay. So now I prepared this slide here. As shown on the slide, I want you to look at let me just help you out here. So the first row. Okay, I'm drawing the first row here. So do you see any yang fire or yin fire here? Now check your chart. Okay. So do you see any yin or yang fire? Okay, great. So some of you have yang fire, some of you have yin fire, right? Okay, great. So if you have this, then you are period 9 compliant. Either one. You no need to have both. Okay, if you have both, even better. Probably right now already benefit something from period 9. Yeah, but maybe you're not yet, it's fine. Right? So because period 9 is, we are still in period 9. There are much more years to go. Okay. All right, great. So if you have this, either one of these, either yang fire or yin fire, then you're compliant. So now, let me talk to those people that didn't comply. And you almost want to cry, and you start to feel depressed. How many of you here don't have yang and the yin fire? And you start to feel that whether I can sleep tonight or not. Okay, all right. So don't worry, right? So there's a backup plan for this. Okay, do you want to know what is the backup plan is? All right, okay, great. Okay, stop crying. Okay, I saw some of you here show me a crying icon. Don't cry first. Only cry after I show you the backup plan, right? If your backup plan you also don't comply, then maybe you should. Okay, just joking. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, I'm going to show you the next slide here. If you don't have that, then you might need to look at the second options, or what I call the backup plan. All right, so do you have, now we're looking at the second row here. So do you see any horse or not? Okay, so you have it. Yeah, you're not too bad yourself. You still have this period 9 compliant indicator in the chart. Okay, all right. So these are the part here about period 9 compliant. So someone asked, do I still have another backup plan? No, there's only two, right? Either at the top, at the bottom. If you don't have, yeah, the solution for you is continue to listen. Okay, I'm going to show you some way you can do something about it. Of course, I'm not that bad, right, to leave you hanging there, give you some information that I say bye-bye. No. All right, so I'm going to give you something. You can work on it. So if it's not, that means that you need to put extra effort. So are you willing to put extra effort or not? The extra effort I'm referring here is you just need to listen. Okay, there's an extra effort. Yeah, not really an effort though, right? Just listen, because what I'm about to tell you is the way how can you benefit from period 9 by discovering the 3 keys to financial freedom in period 9. How many of you here want to know the 3 keys here? Yeah, or period 9. Yeah, this is what the hope of today's session is all about, right? So yeah, get your notes ready, because I'm going to show you based on your chart what are the next steps. Yeah, to achieve financial freedom in period 9. So now, how do I do this here? Of course, there are multiple systems I can use. I can use Bazi, I can use Feng Shui, I can use Yijing, I can use Qimeng. But for this session here, I would like to use Bazi because it's easier. You have something to refer, right? And also something closely related to you. So, and how do I actually do this is, I would say in period 9, the middle class group, we actually is shrinking. So you notice that, they are either super rich or super poor. So I think it's our job for us here to learn how to actually right action to take, so for us to achieve financial freedom early in our life. And the key to change our destiny is not about what to do first. A lot of people say, what to do? No. Yeah, it's not about that. Yeah, it's because if your mindset is still the same, no matter what you do, either you give up or you might do the wrong thing. Right? So it's about the right mindset for period 9. And how do we actually create a right mindset? Not all of us here are born with the right mindset, right? Some of us here are not. And it's not our fault because maybe our environment and all those things. How many of you here want to actually improve your mindset? Make it unstoppable. Okay, great. Now, let me tell you the secret. The secret, to create a better mindset is by asking the right question. Because where your question that you ask yourself determine where you focus on, and where you focus on is where the energy flow. Because Chinese metaphysics talking about energy. If you keep asking yourself why I'm always in a bad luck situation, guess what? Your mind will come up with 10 answers why you have bad luck. Maybe you're not good enough, you have a bad astrology chart, right? So what if you ask, how can I live a great life despite of my bad astrology chart? Don't you think we could? Right? So that is what you can ask, right? What can I do about something? Right? Some people say I'm not good enough, right? So that is a question. Yeah, you say why I'm not so good enough. But if you ask the question, what are the 3 steps I can do right now to make my life better? Yeah, different question. So the way I approach, or maybe you can say how I'm so lucky, in this life. How come I'm so lucky to bless with all these things? When you ask this, you attract abundance, right? Your mind think differently, you have more energy. So therefore, in terms of making money, it's also about asking the right question. So the 3 keys here start with the first one is to ask this essential question. Because a lot of people say making money, they always chase the numbers, right? They say every time I ask my students or some of my clients, I say, what is your goal? I want to make $1 million. I want to make 10 millions or $1 billion. Okay. So I always telling them, now, if you actually chasing for money, there are only one outcome. Only one outcome. What outcome? You got tired because you're chasing the numbers, right? So it's not about what you should do right now that able to make the money to chase the number. It's about who you should become. Take note on this. Who you should become so money flows to you. Make sense? Right? It's about the person. Because if the gap between where you are and someone rich, it's just because you don't know something. It's very easy. You just go to Google to search, right? 10 ways to make more money. If it's that easy, no, it's not about the techniques or the methods. It's about who you should become first. Because you are the right person, you start to attract wealth opportunities. When you chase for money, you got tired. When you don't chase for money, you attract. So that's what I'm talking about. So therefore, instead of asking, how can I make more money, you're chasing it, ask this question. So it will make you become the right person. This is the question. How can I add value to others? Does it make sense? Right? That's where your money coming from. Why people should pay you money in the first place? Because you can add value to other people's life. This is a life-changing question, and that everyone should ask ourselves when we want to actually make more money. Agree? Guys, now you are the right person. How can add value means what? You can make someone's life become easier. You feel the expanding need in the market, and you help people to solve problems. And if you can do it so well, tell me, money will drawn to you, right? You become money magnet. So don't you think this is the right question to ask? Instead of asking, Iverson, tell me how can I make $1 million? No. I always tell them, what is your value first, right? What is your problem solving ability? Okay, how many of you here find this useful? The first question you should ask yourself. That's right. We wish we knew it sooner. Okay, but the thing here is, if you look at the world right now, they always keep, if you look at your social or your Facebook page, the wall, you actually encounter or came across a lot of advertisement talk about how to make more money, right? That is sort of like condition all of us here. The only goal they had in life is to make money. No, it's about adding value, right? So now, and how Bazi can help it on this part here is I'm going to tell you what kind of value you can add to your community, to your clients, so you can succeed in period 9. How about this? Do you want to know or not? Yeah, what kind of value? Yeah, the next question is what kind of value, right? Yeah, so, and again, by the way, this is free. Yeah, free information doesn't mean it's not valuable. Yeah, I want you to actually aware of this. I can easily charge this course for like 1,000 US dollar. Yeah, I can easily do this. Right? But I don't want you to feel that because I give you free means that is not valuable. No, it's not. It's actually is super valuable. Yeah. Only if what? You take action. Otherwise, information is just information. You guys agree? Until we take upon. So, but I already asked you from the start, right? All of you here are A players. You want to take action. So now, let me teach you how to do this. First of all, take out your chart again. I want you to identify the element of this. That one I circle here. So for this example here is water. Okay, whether it's yin or yang water right now is not relevant. I just want you to identify what is the element inside this box here. For this case here is water. All right, so this is water element. So now I want you to type in your element. Okay, yin or yang is irrelevant for now. For this context here, I just want you to know, okay, fire, metal, water. Is there a plastic element, guys? No, okay. Yeah, just pulling your legs, right? Because some of you, there are only 5. Let me tell you, what are the 5 elements? Yeah, fire, water, wood, earth, and metal. There are no plastic. Okay, simply because Butter chart is environmental friendly. Okay, plastic is not biodegradable, so it's out. Okay, just joking. Yeah, just in case some of you fall asleep, because some of you wake up very late at night, right? Yeah, just to break a little bit of the pattern here, the monotony here. So, okay, we are right back on track right now. Great. So there are only 5 elements, and you belong to one of those. So now I'm going to go through each of these elements, and this, if you are how many of you here belong to metal? Type the word me right now. If you belong to metal element, okay, that's great. If you belong to metal element, yeah, the key, yeah, the code of success for you in period 9, you have to actually, the value you want to offer is something convenient to others, something fast that help people save time. Instead of going through so many process, so they can get your service within one step. For example, like food delivery. Is it a convenient business? Like Uber Eats or GrabFood, depends which part of the country you are, right? You deliver right to your doorstep, right? You just within a few clicks of button, there you go, right? Some of them have the e-wallet. You don't even need to key in your information. That's one. How about RTE? RTE stand for what? Ready to eat food. Nowadays, don't you think it's fast? Right? Nowadays, one of the trend coming up is also like, ready to eat food. So which means that even a healthy food, they actually make it, they seal it in a vacuum, and then you can actually eat it at any time you want, easily, convenient. That is convenient. So anything, yeah, that is help people achieve something faster, more convenient, least effort, that is something you want to think about. Whether it's your business or at your work. If you're not starting your own business and your work means what? How can you improve the efficiency of the business? How can you improve the process? Right, the best practice. Yeah, make things simple or eliminate certain unnecessary thing in a company. Yeah, that is convenient. Okay. All right. Great. Are you guys clear with this information for metal person? Okay. So the rest you need because I give you the keyword, right? So I want you to do some thinking on yourself. How can you implement these principles into your work? Okay. Now, if you're a healer, right? Instead of 1 hour healing, can you develop a technique that can heal someone within maybe 10 seconds? That is quick to me. All right. If you're metal, Yeah, that is your opportunities coming from. Okay. All right. So now, how many of you here are, let's say, water element? Water element? Have the word me right now, if you're water. Okay, great. If you're water element, I would say that the success code for you in period 9 is offering know-how, information to others. Like nowadays, people talk about how to make the right investment, right? How to live healthier. Yeah, what are the 3 things that the doctor didn't tell you? Right. So all this know-how to improve people's life, like coaching, consulting, yeah, you're offering certain knowledge, that is for you if you're water. Okay. Yeah, know-how, anything. Yeah, how to meet the right person. Yeah, how do you actually how do you live beyond 100 years, 1000, not 1000, 100 years old? What I'm talking about. Okay. Beyond 100 years old. Okay, great. So I see some of you say you're in a you're a health coach. That's great. That's great. So if you're water, you see a lot of opportunities in period 9 on those areas. Remember the first question, right? How can I add value to others? That's where your money coming from. Okay, all right. So now let's move on. The next one here is wood element. So if you are wood, type the word me. Let me see who you are. WOOD, wood. Wow, so many of you here is wood. That's great. So if you're wood element, I would say a lot of your opportunities actually come from you offering or practicing unconventional knowledge. For example, like Chinese metaphysics, or maybe about yoga, qigong, energy healer, or TCM. TCM stands for traditional Chinese medicine. All right. And unconventional healing. That is the one you should look for. Okay. All right. Anna say you are a yoga teacher. That's great. So in period 9, that's where your opportunity is coming from. So all you need to be is you become the outstanding yoga teacher. You're the only one can do this. Then period 9 is all yours. Is your world. Okay. All right. That's great. So let's move on. The next one here is our earth element. So if you are earth element, okay, type the word me first. As usual, I need to see who you are. Okay, I see Carol, Regina. Okay, great. So if you are earth, your opportunities, your income opportunities will come from feel good channel. You make people feel better, entertained, or in some case distracted. Right? Yeah, entertainment is a distraction, right? Some people, they're stressed, they want to distract themselves. So I would say entertainment industry, or movie, or gaming, or live performance, event. Yeah, people happy. Yeah, or how about beauty? Beauty also feel good, right? Yeah, people feel good about themselves. Whenever someone is depressed, after you do a makeover, they're happy again, right? So beauty also part of this. Okay. Yes. Daniela asks, is it music included? Yes, of course. Live performance. Yeah, that's great. Maybe you want to be a YouTube celebrity. Yeah, if you have certain musical talent. Yeah, that's where you should do. Okay. All right. That's great. So now the other one, I think the 5th one is the fire element. So okay, type in that. Who is have the fire element? Okay, fire element. Your key to success in period 9 depends on how well you know how to apply technology into whatever you do, or some people call digitization. Like some people leverage on artificial intelligence, augmented reality, or blockchain technology in doing their stuff. Okay, that is so. If your fire element is a day, you must learn, all this detail, how you can add certain part of a piece of technology into your work that you're doing, And or maybe if you're running your own business, how can you use that, incorporate that part into it? That is super important for you. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I hope that this first piece of information will help you to give you more clarity about how to the key to create financial freedom in period 9. Yeah, by asking, how can I add value to other people's life? Yeah, that alone will change your life. Don't you think now you're very different from the rest of the people? They keep asking about how do I make more money, make more money? No, right? You ask yourself, how can I add more value, more to my clients, more than all my competitors? If you every day you constantly focus on adding value, tell me who is all the client is yours, right? Just focusing on that, because the amount of money going to meet is actually equivalent to the amount of contribution that you're willing to make. Yeah. So you want to make more money? Yeah. Increase your contribution. Yeah. Do more. Okay. That's the first principle in period 9. I already gave you what to do according to your chart. So, and let me ask you, is this piece of information alone worth your time attending today's webinar? Although I have more to share, yeah, this alone, right? So that's why I say I can easily charge for this, right? It's useful information if you apply, but I chose not to, because I want to share with all of you here. Okay, so the reason I'm telling you here is not to impress you or something, is hope you to appreciate the information that you are getting. Because as a human nature, when something handed to them free, they might not feel valuable, right? I'm telling you right now to actually apply on it, and then you see something great happen in your life. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's great. So now, let's move on here. The next key here, I think this is also very important. The next question, or the second key you want to ask yourself here is this: how many sources of income I could create? In period 9, this is super important. Why? Because in period 9, job security no longer exists. How many of you agree with this? Right? We can get fired anytime. Even you're responsible worker, right? Due to the company downsizing or right sizing, whatever they call that. So, but in the end, so we cannot really rely on one single income, especially if you have family right now, right? Even your children need to eat, right? You need to bring food to the table. So I would say don't wait until disaster happen. Plan early. So in period 9, the thing I want you to know is job security is no longer exists. Not only now, in the near future. Yeah, and you realize that not a lot of people want to work for others anymore. Do you realize that? Last time people aspire to become the CEO or the top guns in a corporate environment. But nowadays, people don't want to. They don't aspire to become, they don't even feel a sense of achievement if they are now a CEO, right? Because nowadays, even a YouTuber could easily make more money than a CEO. Do you guys agree? Right? By just, if they're doing it correctly, so it's a very different world right now. So do you see how dangerous you are if you have one single source of income in period 9? Yes, you need to develop more. Right? So this is a decision you need to make. Remember just now from the first one I told you, based on your 5 elements, what are the things you should do? Maybe you should consider doing one of those things as your side gigs. I'm not asking you to quit your job right now. Right? No, you can, but can you create an additional source of income? How about investment? How many of you here, you already invested on certain property right now, you're collecting rental? Type the word me. Okay, great. That is another source of income. Okay. All right. And then some of you have a YouTube channel, right? And then you publish video, and then YouTube pay you every month. You got some additional money. So we would like to create this source of income. So when shit hits the fan, you are still all right. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to share with you here in our barter chart, there are an element represent the source of income. Okay, that's the element represent the source of income. And let me show you what is this element is. Okay, there are two. All right, there are direct wealth and indirect wealth. Okay, these are the two elements. So right now, I want you to look at your chart. So, but of course, in your chart, it won't appear as direct wealth there because it's too long. So we just use DW to represent direct wealth and IW to represent indirect wealth. So I want you to look at your chart right now to see whether you have IW or DW or not. Okay, let me share a sample first on the screen. Okay, all right, that's great. So I think you can see my screen, right? Remember, there are DW and IW. So if you look at here, let me zoom in a little bit. Do you see an IW here for this person? Yes, there's one. Okay, and then at the bottom here, I see one DW. And then I see another DW here. And then I see another DW here. Okay, all right. So now there are, for this person, there are four. So I want you to actually look at your chart and count. Either is IW or DW, how many of them? Some of you is 0 is fine, some of you is 1. Okay, all right, 3, great. Some of you are 4. Okay, more doesn't mean it's better, all right? Yeah, I'm just asking you to count first. Okay, great. I think at this point of time, all of us here already established the fact that having more source of income is important, right? So what we just did just now from the bar chart, because the bar chart can shows you the source of income. So let me tell you what information can derive from the numbers that you just calculated just now. So now I'm going to put it into two groups here. Okay, the first group here is if your wealth element is from 0 to 2. So whether you're 0, you're 1, you're 2 is belong to group A. All right. And anything beyond 2 will be group B. Okay, let me repeat again. There are only two groups here. Group A is 0 to 2. Okay, group B is 3 to unlimited. Okay, so now type in whether you belong to group A or group B. Okay, that's great. So now this is an indicator here to give you more clarity. If you are 0 to 2, you're 0 to 2 here. And I would say try to stick with, I'm talking about group A, right? 0 to 2. So if you belong to group A, which is 0 to 2 wealth elements, it means that the source of income, you try to maintain around 3 sources. Okay? It doesn't mean more is good, because sometimes more you lost your focus, right? Everything all over the place. You're the jack of all trades, but master at none. Okay, so if you're 0 to 2, I would say that the additional source of income, try to at least or maximum, I would say 3 sources of income. It's become manageable for you. Okay, so if you are group B, your source of income could be unlimited. Right, so that's where the diversification comes into place. All right, this sort of like give you a guideline. Now, why? Because why the first group? I try to limit it because the first group here, if you have 0 to 2, right, you're very easy to get distracted. You might end up do a lot of things and then you're wasting your time. So stick with maximum up to 3 would be great for you. Is this piece of information useful? Yes, to help you to actually get your result faster. Okay, but if you're group B, I would say unlimited. It's a different way. It doesn't mean it's better. Some people even have 2 to 3 sources that can make a lot of money, right? Depends on the profit. They are not it's about the quality, not the quantity. Okay, all right. So you might think, right? You need to do some homework, of course. Remember, I told you from the first one, I give you certain guidelines based on your elements. So you need to think from that angle. Yeah, what can you do? That's because that's where the mirror period 9 is, right? So you need to have a strong sources of income. Okay, doesn't mean you have 4 right now, you're super rich. No, right? Because barter chart just telling you your capacity. Even the chart says you're rich, but you do nothing, I'm sure that you'll be broke. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, the chart, a lot of people think the chart is a destiny. No, it's not. It just represents your potential. And the reason why to learn this is sort of like your user manual, right? If you buy a fridge at home, it comes with a user manual, right? You buy a TV, the same. But most of the time when we operate, we use the TV, we only use 3 functions of the TV. Am I right? What are those 3 functions? On and off button, switching channels, and adjusting the volumes. But do you know that there are a lot more functions of the TV can do that you didn't know and you didn't use? The same thing apply to human as well, right? We have a lot of talent inside, we have a lot of potential, but we didn't actually realize all those potential because we don't have the user guide or the user manual. So your barter chart is your user manual. Okay, what can you do about it? It's in your chart. That's why there's a lot of interesting thing you can discover from the chart. Okay. Okay, so far, you follow, guys? Okay. Yeah, I know some of you are very new here. I probably did the first time here. I hope all of you here, yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, we want to make our life better. That is our same mutual goal here. Okay. All right. So now the next one here, some of you ask, hey, how can I learn more and connect with me? So I actually have a channel, yeah, that I'm offering free information, right, for those people who are interested to turn their life to become better. So I think most of you already are in this channel. I discovered just now. Yeah, so this would be my Telegram channel. Yeah, if you want to connect with me, yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is the channel you can go to. There's a QR code there. So all you need to do is just to install the Telegram in your smartphone, and then you can actually search my name, or you can use the link, and how you can actually be part of the tribe members. Okay, once you're there, I share information, and you can connect with me from this channel. And that is my Telegram channel. Okay, how many of you here already in my Telegram channel? Yeah, type the word me. Okay, all right. Okay, great. Yeah, sometimes I share achievement manifestation. Right, sometimes I share certain information. Okay, all right, great. So you get the most updated information of my discovery or my research about Chinese metaphysics. Okay, great. Wow, so many of you here. Cool. So if you haven't, yeah, so don't join now. Okay, join later after today's session. Yeah, so yeah, you can connect with me that way. Okay, great. So now, are you ready? Are you ready for the third one? Are you ready? Yeah, I think the third one is the most important. Okay, let me show you. The third question is this: how much money I need to retire? Let me repeat this again. How much money I need in order for me to retire? So do you know clearly of this or not? Yeah, a lot of people, if you don't know this, you will work until your retirement age, the standard retirement age, right? Because you keep thinking, because we've been trained, right? We work hard and then retire, right? So, but if you are clear on how much money you need to have so you can retire, don't you think you have a clear goal here? And there are higher chances you can retire early because you already have this, right? So some of you already have, that's great, right? So, and Meiko say you just calculated is cool. Okay, so these are the thing here. So why this is important, right? Because one of my mentors told me that if you don't create change, the change will create you. If you don't create change means what? You wait, right? You wait, oh, okay, because everyone work until retirement age, I do that. So then wait until the change create you. But if you want, you can actually, create your change. So therefore, I want to think clearly how much money you really need, yeah, to retire. Yeah, so if you haven't calculated yet, I think it's very important. Maybe after today's session, I want to write it down so you have a plan. Okay, so because if you want to also because why? Because in your parter chart, you can anticipate the big change that could happen in your life. Yeah, big change. So a big change, we can actually look from our parter chart as well. Big change means one thing, right? It means that during that time, you will probably you outlive your usefulness in a company. You've been replaced with someone, or you're being asked to retire, or maybe you're being put to do something less important in the company, right? So those times will come, right? Or but the change might not be just negative. It could be during the time you can make 10 times of the money because you invested on something, or you started or you just sell off your business and then you have a lot of money. But nevertheless, we call this the big change. So, and let me show you the photo again. So the big change. So do you want to know how do you detect this big change in your chart? Yeah, because from your parter chart, it can tell you roughly, yeah, when this big change will happen in your life. Okay, so now I want you to take out your parter chart right now. I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay. So let me just pull up a chart. Okay, all right. Okay, so what you need to do now is, let's say this is your chart, this is a sample chart. I want you to scroll to this part. This is the part here. And then this is what we call the luck pillar. The luck pillar represents the phases of that you go through in your life. And each pillar represents 10 years. So what do I mean? One pillar. Pillar is like this. This is one pillar. So all these are pillars. So each pillar governs 10 years of your life. So now we start from here. So this is the first pillar, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. When the big change will happen is in the sixth pillar. Okay, the sixth pillar. First of all, you need to know when the big change, right? So now I want to look back at your chart. Some of you already in there. Some of you haven't. Some of you already way past the sixth pillar. Okay, so you can easily see from the one that you highlighted. Just in case you want to know, how can I tell when was it? It actually, there's a number here. You see here? So for this person, it's around 54 years old. Okay? All right. So for this person, it's around 54 years old. So now type in the age. You're going to enter the sixth pillar. Okay. 57, 51, 56. All right. Okay. So this period is a bigger change in your life. Yeah, the sixth pillar. If you want to know the technical reason, because this pillar will clash with your Batterman pillar. And Batterman pillar represent your work, also represent your finance. Okay. Big change. Yeah, you're going to come. Right. So, and it will last for 10 years, right? Because each pillar governs 10 years. So it's not only happened for this person 54, it could be 55, 56 for the stretch of 10 years. Big change happening, but big change doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, it could mean breakthrough. So the question I want to ask you is, are you prepared for your sixth pillar? Okay, so and how do you know whether you will see more, is it become more smooth for you, or maybe you have more challenges? Do you want to know this or not? At least you can prepare for this. Okay, I want to teach you a technique to see, sort of like to assess whether this pillar is more issues for you, or you see more thing will go smoothly for you. So how do we do this like this? I want you to scroll down. I want to scroll down to this part. Okay, for this part here, I want you to look at the beige color diagram, the beige color, this one. because there are two diagrams here, right? I want to look at the beige color one, not the purple color one. There are 5 dots there. I want to look for the weakest. So if the corner is 100, the center is the weakest, right? So if you look at the chart, let me just clear this first. You see 100, at the center is 0, right? So for this person, if you look at the 5 points, 1, 2, okay, let me clear everything first to make it easier for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We all know that this one is the weakest, right? So if this is the weakest, then I know that my weakest is metal element. Okay? All right, clear? Are you guys clear? If you're clear, type the word yes. Okay, let's do another one here. Okay, let's do one exercise here. Which one do you think is the weakest? Which element? Metal. Yes, metal. Why? Because this is the weakest, right? And then just look at the corner. Yes, it belongs to metal element. So this is also the weakest element. Okay, understand? Okay, now. So now all of you here already know your weakest element. So if you want to know whether the 6 lug pillar is more smooth for you, then you look at your 6 pillar. Let me just do this again. Let's say this person is metal element, right? So first pillar, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. We zoom in here. Do you see any metal element there? Yes, I saw 1, 2. So there's 1, and then there's another 1. There are 2 metal elements. So right now, your 6 lug pillar, you have your smoother. Okay? All right, great. Do you know how to see this or not? So now I want you to check your chart. There are 2 steps here. First step, identify your weakest element. And then you zoom in into your 6 pillar. Do you see that element in there or not? Do you see, like for this example here is metal element, right? So we have. So let's do another one. Let's say for this person, do you see a metal element? Oh, also got metal element for this person. Okay, so some of you ask, what if the weakest element is not 0? It's not need to be 0, which in fact the example I just showed you just now is not a 0 element. Okay, it's not 0. Is the compared to 5 points here, the one that actually is the most the weakest one. Okay, yeah, this is a lucky element. If you have it, you have more smoother, more help coming in. So some of you ask us the smaller character count. Yes, it's counted as long as appear in the 6 log pillar is counted. Okay, so your weakest element could be 0 as well. If you compare among the 5 points, you always select the lowest. The lowest is the weakest. Okay, guys. Yeah, this is a snapshot of the overall view here. Okay, so therefore, have you been there yet? Right. So you need to, if you know that you need to set up I would say a smoother transition, or you have a strong foundation of wealth, so you can enjoy your life during that time. I would say you need to do something right now. This is sort of like giving you a deadline. Yeah, when you're going to hit that deadline here. So you better prepare and better be good, right? And if you're well prepared, that time you can see more opportunities, because not necessarily negative. It just means there could be a breakthrough happening. Okay. All right. So now, and if you say, oh, if not, then how do we do this? Right? How can I make it better? So let me show you. Yeah, this very important diagram. You want to know, okay, maybe I don't have that element in my 6 log pillar. Then what should I do? Now, let me share with you this thing here. I would say this one will be super important to you. And I want you to understand this. Okay, so this is how we make money during our youngest day, right? We use muscle. Muscle means we use energy. We learn certain skill, we attend night classes, right? We hustle, then we use energy. That's why we say one way to make money is using our muscles, our energy, right? But can this persist for very long time? No, because as we get older, our muscle become weaker. Yeah, it might degenerate. So if we rely solely on muscle to make money, yeah, during our middle age and old age, what will happen? You got pain, right? You don't get you cannot make more money because you're tired. So the second way to make money is what? Is this? You use money to make money. Remember the sources, right? You need to plan. So how can we use money to make money? Guys, think about this. How do we use money to make money? What kind of activities is this? Investing. All right, investing. Investing means that you're going to plant a seed, and the seed to be grow become a healthy plant or a tree even, right? So in the near future. So therefore, this is a way for you to actually, I want to understand this concept here because six pillar everyone will go through anyway, right? So, but you can decide what is the outcome is. So therefore, this is the focus point you need to look for. When you are young, yes, we should focus on muscle because we have time, we have energy. But as we reach middle age, this is a time we should plan already, right? Because if it's not, you don't wait until when you need money, then only you start to invest. I always believe that the best time to do investment when you still have money. Agree? Right? If you don't have money and you want to invest to make money, don't. It's too stressful. That's why I always tell people, you want to get a job, easier to find a job while you're still working. If you want to invest, the best time to invest in when you are still have money coming in, right? If you want to be healthy, the best time to exercise is when you are healthy, not once you got sick. Do you guys agree? Yeah. So now I want you to look at your chart. Which stage are you in right now? Are you in the young, middle age, or old age? Right? I would say investment, the best time to start is to start early. And why? And why people, don't realize this is because for the last maybe 200 years until now, in our education system, we're being taught that to lead a successful life, we need to pick a job and then draw a higher salary. And then after that, retire and hopefully you got pension plan. Don't you think this is what we're being actually taught all this while? Right? Yeah, you study hard, you pass your exam with flying colors, then get a great job. This might be true in the old days. Yeah, but in period 9, this is what I call financial suicide. Because they don't have additional income and they're still using muscle to make money. That's why they fail. So the earlier you realize that, the importance of investment, then you can change your financial destiny. And one of the reasons, beside lack of awareness, because we didn't being told that it's important to do investment, right? So, then another thing that distract people from actually learning investing is because of this. There are so many technical jargons out there, right? As you guys showed on the screen right now, there are so many, right? So it's so confusing. That's why people don't start. And all these terms here are created by who? All this Wall Street guy, right? So the moment he tells something you don't understand, then you feel that, wow, it's so complex, right? So I better let you to handle my money. So that's why a lot of people actually don't start to learn this. Okay. And now, and what if like this? What if I can show you a way? If you want to invest, you don't know how to start, and you want a way to do this, simple way to do this, would you like to learn this or not? Especially in period 9. What if I can show you a way to start this? Okay, what if I can show you how to use Chinese metaphysics to support your investment journey if you're already an investor? Okay, all right, so let me show you. Let me ask you first, would you like to know how to improve your odds of making profit from investment using feng shui? Would you like to know how to improve your chances? Okay. How about sharpening your intuition in investment so you are better at selecting what to invest? It will help you improve your intuition by using Qigong. Would it be cool? All right. Yes, investment knowledge is important. Yeah, but if you have intuition, it will be an added advantage, right? It'd be cool. How about you know precisely what kind of investment is suitable for you according to your Bazi chart? Like what kind of asset classes? Is it real estate? Is it Forex or ETF or options or futures, crypto even? Would you want to know? Don't you think this saves you a lot of time? Rather than you go through try and error, you better go straight to the asset class that you have more opportunities for you. Okay. So now how about this? What if you know how to get a second opinion on your investment using Yi Jing divination? All right. So don't you think sometimes we need to have second opinion? Maybe the Jing say right now your emotion is not so stable, right? You need to be aware of that, right? So, or maybe now greed already take the best out of you, right? So you need to pay attention on certain things. So it's always good to have second opinion. All right. Once you already decided on something, maybe have second opinion could help you. So would it be cool? That's how I use metaphysics for investment. So how many of you here want to learn all of these things? Type the word me. Yeah, I can show you how. Okay. So this leads us to this, a B here. Okay. Although a lot of people think this crypto, this B for me is not represent Bitcoin. Yeah, this B for me represent breakthrough. Yeah. So the next step, if you're interested to learn this, is I actually excited to actually teach this program called Investment Breakthrough in Period 9. Okay, so I'm going to conduct this. This is a new program, by the way, and I'm going to conduct this on 6th and 7th of August 2022. So, which in fact is next weekend, right? It's very soon, and it will be on Saturday and Sunday, and this will be conducted via live stream. All right. So, and it's good because you can learn this right at the comfort at your own home. So, and what I'm going to go through here is like this. I'm going to actually talk about the merging of the two universe, right? Yes, your investment knowledge is important. You will learn that part, but I'm going to come in to add in the Chinese metaphysics perspective. So you get the perspective from the both worlds as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do there, because I told you from the start, right? So in order to use metaphysics in the highest level, one system is not enough. So how I'm going to structure this program here is I'm going to start with Bazi. All right, Bazi for investing. I'm going to talk about the investor DNA here. Okay. Yeah. So because remember, just now I asked you, right? Do you want to know about what kind of investment is more aligned to you? Okay. Yeah. So that would be the one. Are you a trader or investor? I think, or what is your risk profile? Yeah, this is where you can tell from your Bazi. Yeah, by knowing your risk profile, you know what type of investment are more suitable for you. Okay, so and then I'm going to use Qigong for investing from the eyes of the future. So this is the part where you can use Qigong to sharpen your intuition in investment. All right. So and the third thing here, I also how many of you here also want more luck? So I'm going to actually teach you how do you deploy feng shui for investing so you will increase your life force so you can attract more opportunities comes to you. How about that? Yes, investment knowledge is extremely important. We cannot ignore that fact. But would it be cool if we have some luck as well? right? Yeah, so I think that is also important, right? So this is what I'm going to share. And also Yijing for investing. This is where you're going to get some second opinion, or what I call advisory and alert department. So when you can use these four things at the same time in investment, yeah, then you're going to help you, yeah, for this. And now I want to add one more thing here. How about period 9, investment landscape? Right? Because people talk about cryptocurrency, NFTs, metaverse, digital assets. So I'm going to actually add this part in. How do we see this kind of investment from Chinese metaphysics perspective? Okay, would it be cool? So how many of you here interested to learn this? And you know that this is useful for you? Yeah, because, okay, great. So, and some of you ask, will I actually repeat this program? No, right? Because I'm going to teach this one, because my style here, I don't like to teach the same program twice. Okay, if you think this is important for you, do this. Wow, so many of you here already signed up. I see your comment here. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Okay, so for some of you haven't and you wish to be part of those already signed up to learn this together, then these are the investment for you, right? 997. Yeah, if you want to learn this live in a physical class, right? But now we are still in a pandemic, it's not over yet. So we decided to do this in online version. So it's like how I'm doing this with you right now. It's online. So when we do this online, we can save a lot of cost. So we don't need to pay the rental costs, the audio equipment. So we would like to pass on those savings for you. So this time, yeah, you if you want to attend this, all you need to do is just to enroll using this link, and you don't need to actually invest 997. All you need to do is just to invest 497 for this, right? Because during pandemic, we do this online. We can pass on this saving for you. Okay. All right, there's a link. You can click on the link on the chat box right now, or you can actually, the link is shown on the screen. Yeah, will lead you to the enrollment page. Okay, all right. So now let me address one thing here. If you're beginner, can I benefit from this? Yes, right? Even you're beginner, even you don't know about Bazi, Yijing, or Feng Shui, or Qigong, you still can benefit from this program, because I'm not focusing on technical part. I'm focusing on results, right? Application. Yeah, because all of us here are be here for the same thing, right? We want to increase our results, right? Or increase the chances of getting something. So therefore, even you're beginner, you're totally new to this, you're still able to benefit from this. Okay, all right. So, and some of you say, what if I don't, I don't know investment? Yeah, let's say you don't know investing. You still, I would say that one, you need to learn some basic about investing. That part is the investment knowledge. What I'm offering on this course here is about metaphysics knowledge. Yeah, there's a huge difference. Okay, of course, you need to attend both as well. Yeah, from my side here, I'm going to play a role in offering the perspective from Chinese metaphysics point of view. Okay, all right. So now, to encourage you, yeah, to take this important step here, I would like to open a bonus slot again, which already closed earlier, for the first 10. For those who sign up right now, today, for the first 10, I'm going to actually, you're going to get one additional bonus. How many of you want bonus? Who doesn't, right? So, and this is a very special bonus. And the reason I'm saying so, because period 9 is already here, right? So, and not a lot of people are period 9 compliant. Even you're period 9 compliant, you want to make it even stronger, isn't it? Right? So how about I'm offering a bonus teaching you period 9 compliant installation protocol, right? By using Qigong, even though your chart are not period 9 compliant, right? You can actually, manifest period 9 opportunities into your life by using Qigong Tunja. How about that? Do you like this bonus or not? Okay, yeah, because period 9 is here, right? So we want to use Chiman techniques to help us to attract more period 9 opportunities to us. How many of you here like this bonus? Okay, great. So now, for this investment breakthrough, let me summarize this for you, is 997. This is the main program here, will be on 6th and 7th of August. And if you enroll today, you're going to get this period 9 compliant protocol. And then this add up to 1,294. But for today, you can get everything for just 497. So this gives you a saving of 61%. Yeah, so that's the link for you to go for this. Okay, so now there are only 10 seats for the bonus. So if you want this, you can enroll right now. Okay, so now I want you to know one thing here. Period 9 is coming, right? So the old keys won't open new doors of opportunities. You need the new key, which means that the old method of making money is no longer relevant, right? So the question here is, do you have the new key for period 9? Okay, so one thing I want you to know or to accept that your children are no longer your retirement fund. How many of you agree with this? In the old days, right, they think, oh, I have children, I can rely on them when we get old. Nowadays, no more. Right? So protect your own financial future. That's my advice for you. Okay, so now, I would like to actually have a date with you on 6th or 7th of August for this investment breakthrough in period 9 program. Okay, mark your calendar, 6 to 7, and secure your seats right now. There you go. Right, so joeyap.com/investment, and you can talk to the team on the chat box if you need more. You have some question for them about this program, you can ask them on the chat box. I saw who is here. Carrie is here, and Shinmo. Shinmo and Carrie, Dennis. I saw Dennis. So you can talk to, so I'll be Shinmo, Carrie, Dennis. Okay, look at the chat box right now. Because some of you say, am I talking to the right person? So you make sure to talk to the right person, and not the rest. Yeah, I know some of them here are troublemaker. They try to divert you to somewhere. Yeah, so don't. You only talk to this authorized person, right? Shinmo, Carrie, and Dennis. Clear? Are you guys clear? Okay. So so this is where you need to look. So just click the link, and then there you go, right? Or if you want to chat with one of the team here, can chat to the 3 personnel I mentioned just now. Okay. All right, great. I hope to see you. I'm very excited because there's so much content to share, right? Based on my application about investment. Because in the old days, all these Chinese metaphysics are created 2,000 years ago. So that time, investment or the concept of investment is not there yet, right? So therefore, along the way, we do a lot of research. We talk to great investors, and then we try different application, and we compile all this finding. And then therefore, that's how this program are created. So if do you like today's sharing today? Do you like today's sharing, what you learned today about the 3 keys or the 3 questions you ask yourself, right? So, and if you like what I shared today, I know you will like even more what you're going to learn from this investment breakthrough in period 9. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I know I see so many of you here already enrolled. For those already enrolled, you surely will get the bonus about the period 9 installation protocol, right? That one is you already have it. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So you have any question, you can ask the team. And now let me spare some time here to answer your questions. Okay. So I believe some of you have certain questions you want to ask me. You can type in the chat box right now. That's the reason I asked you to set the status to everyone so I can see your question. Because in my Telegram, sometimes so many people posting, I don't have time to ask, to actually answer your question. But since right now, you're here, I'm here, you can ask me a question. Okay, so, okay, Ben Ho asks, how do I access the Chiman Dunjia chart if I enroll? The Chiman Dunjia chart is free. right? You can plot it. The team will send you the link later on during the invitation email. It will come with the link. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yun Hong asks, what does it mean if the sixth pillar has DE and hurting officer? Right. So right now, let's not splitting hair here. Right. Don't make yourself confused. Just look at one element. Is the lucky element inside there or not? Right. For now. Yeah. Let's not jump into another topic. You might confuse the rest of the people here and even you. All right. Stick with one thing first. Do you have the lucky element inside? Okay. Whether it's clash, combine, or what doesn't matter. You have it not first. Okay, if you have it, be happy. Yeah, don't worry whether you got DE, clash. You have it better than someone don't have it, you know. So some more you want to complain whether it's a clash or combine or DE. No, be grateful. Okay, because you have it. Okay. So, wow, it's so fast. Okay, let me see. Wow, so many questions here. So, okay, some I will ignore some of you that ask in not related question. Okay, so that one I will ignore because I'm going to answer those that I shared today. All right. Otherwise, yeah, all of you here will very confused. Okay. So if you want to have your own personal question, your own life situation, that one I think recommend you get a consultation so we can analyze your chart better. Okay. So this question here is from Tad. They say that Sun is a wood pursuing music. How to connect his passion stated unconventional medicine opportunities in period 9. So if let's say you want to merge something related to music with unconventional knowledge, you can talk about the music or healing music. All right, then you can merge together. Right. Some people are offering sound healing. Right. Yeah, that's where you can actually talk to your son. Okay, so YLC say, what can we do? We don't have the element in the sixth pillar. Then you need strategy. Yeah, this is a part we're going to cover in the program. Okay, there's a series of things you need to look into first. Okay, Ken Lau asks, is the course help us to know which industry the stocks to buy? Yeah, it's not the stocks to buy. It's the sector that you see more opportunities. Yeah, the stocks to buy is you decide after you do your research. Okay, all right, it's a sector. Yeah, there are in stock market, generally, there are 11 sectors you can choose. Telecommunication sectors, right? Industrial, healthcare, right? So all these are things here. So Ken Lau, yeah, that's my answer for you. Okay, Michelle say clash equal big change, welcome, and it means opportunities to change status quo. Yes, right? All clash represent big change. If you are prepared, yeah, you have capacity, you have resources, those change could be very exciting and meaningful for you. Okay, Jin Yong asks, if there's a two element at the same time at the weakest level, does it mean we need to find the two elements in the sixth pillar? Yes. If you have two elements, means you have more luck, right? Either one will do. You have two options right now. Instead of one, you have two. So your chances become higher. Okay, Yun Hong asks, is there any email I can send for investment breakthrough course soon? I would say they're going to send before the class, maybe 3 days before the class about the meeting link. All right. So just talk to any of them. Okay, let's see. Meiko say, I'm on earth, but no talent in entertainment. How to take advantage? If you don't have, then you learn. Okay, Meiko. Yeah, that's the best advice for you. Now, all of us here, when we are born, we know nothing, right? Learn something about it. Yeah. Entertainment doesn't mean you need to be a celebrity. Can you actually offering services on the entertainment world? Can you organize an event for a gaming competition, online e-game? It could be also, right? Yeah, there's so many things. I want you to think about it, right? Not necessarily entertainment. You need to be the singer, don't it? You can be the producer. You can own the entertainment business, right? It's about feeling good, right? Yeah, remember? Beauty also. How about aesthetic clinics or spa or beauty center or anti-aging related business? Right, so many you can think about. Okay, all right, great. Okay, so I thank you. Yeah, thank you for your time spending with me for almost 2 hours here. I hope you find today's content beneficial to you. And more importantly, I would like you to take action, right? Because you're already in period 9. And I remember, fine, let me recap. There are 3 things. The first one is how do I add value, right? The second one, how can I increase my sources of income? And then the third thing here is, how much money I need, yeah, so I can retire. Yeah, retire doesn't mean you need to stop working. It just means that you don't need to work for money anymore. That's a huge difference, right? If you continuously asking yourself this question and do something about it, you see, yeah, things are getting better and better for you in period 9. All right. So I'm looking forward to see you in my investment breakthrough in period 9 program. So, and if not, then hopefully I can meet you or see you in one of our future event or webinar. All right. Till then, I wish all of you here all the best. Stay healthy. I'm Iverson Lee. Keep in touch. Bye bye.